welcome, Devil Sniper here. This is episode number 12, season number 1 of our career mode with West Ham United. So we left it last time at full time in the Capital One Cup. As you know, there is extra time. We're 1-1 with Chelsea. We're going into the full time. We're just making some changes. I'm going to bring on Andy Carroll for Vazte to give Andy Carroll a bit of a run out. I know he's not exactly the fittest. None of our players at this moment in time are 100% fit. But Vazte put in a good shift, and I only think it's fair let Carroll do some running. So we took a lead with Ravel Morrison to make it 1-0, and then we were pegged back to the 89th minute by Willian to make it 1-1. And as you can see, straight from the kickoff, Carroll moves the ball forward and we swap it over. I'm not sure what Whitehead was thinking there when he went for a pop shot there. That was really quite a bizarre situation. But look at Chelsea, time wasting. Schwarzer is time wasting. The desperation on Chelsea is ridiculous. Downing on the left hand side, breaking forward, great control, pings the ball in, but a great defensive header there from David Luiz, or as I like to call him, Sideshow Bob, getting the ball there. But one matter, knocking the ball forward into Ashley Cole. Fantastic ball in, but McCartney, for some reason, decides to move out of the way of the ball, out of the path of the ball, and allow Samuel Eto'o a simple header, which was, well, sensationally frustrating. But Andy Carroll trying his damnedest. A huge save there by Schwarzer, diving to his right hand side. The corner comes in, and a gift of a header for Collins, but no, he puts it straight over the bar, which was unfortunate. The first half of extra time came to an end, and Chelsea were leading the game 2-1. Gotta say, the miss by AC was pretty much a half chance. The missed header by Collins, a free header, 13 yards out, is just absolutely huge. But McCartney, I can't believe he got out of the way of the ball. It's so frustrating to say the least. But Marky Noble trying his damnedest, pops the ball from about 25 yards, but it was straight down the throat of Schwarzer, which was really unfortunate. And that is the way the game finished. Really disappointing to lose the game 2-1. We should never have conceded in the 89th minute. And as I say, McCartney, for some reason, moved out of the way of the ball. And as you can see from the statistics, we dominated the possession of the game. We played really well. That's been the problem all season long. We've been playing well, dominating games, just not coming out with the right results. And as you can see here, I just want to highlight what we do. When we actually analyse games, this is what we do. We look at what happens. You can see McCartney, for some reason, decides to take a step the other side of Eto'o. It gives him a free header, a free opportunity, which is just something you cannot calculate within your team tactics. Players will do stuff, and we just have to answer for it, which is a great shame. But we will be working on that in practice. I will be having a little chat with the lad and seeing why he moved out of the way. It's not as if the ball's flight was bending out and he just misjudged it. It was a simple cross. He could see it coming in. He should have just gone straight through the ball, but unfortunately he did not. So we're going to move on swiftly, and it's time that we've done a squad report. We haven't done one for a little while, so let's bang out a nice squad report. Jurski Jaskalainen getting on a bit, unfortunately, but he's still a fantastic goalkeeper. Byram has been sensational. Surprised he hasn't gone up. Sorensen, he's going to be such a good player. He really is. Mark Noble, what does the boy need to do? He's been playing out of his absolute skin. Week in, week out. He has been pretty much man of the match. If he's not number one, he's in the top 3. He's just been absolutely sensational. He really has been a joy to play with. Samras has come in and done a fantastic job. He hasn't scored the goals as yet. He has missed opportunities. We all know that. But at the end of the day, you've got, if you're going to miss opportunities, you've got to be in the right place in the first place. So he's getting in the right positions. Once he starts finishing, I think he'll score an absolute bucket load. The sooner he does, the better. It's nice to see that Nolan's rating hasn't decreased, even though some of his statistics are, and he is 31. So hopefully that will level out. Diami is still fantastic as ever. Vazte has been playing so well. He has been absolutely fantastic. As we know, Dylan is homesick, so we'll worry about that when we have to worry about that. But it's nice to have Collinson back. To be honest, fantastic player. It'd be nice to get him on the park. He's had a few games away on loan. He was at Bournemouth, so it'd be nice to get him back in the team, get him playing a few games, and hopefully doing the business for us, because that's what we want. Him doing the business for us. And as you can see, we're going to be going with a 4-1-2-1-2. Again, formations. I can't seem to pinpoint a formation that I can get to suit West Ham at this moment in time. It's really strange. The lads have played a long time under Big Sam, and they had their set ways and set formation, but I don't know what it is. I just can't seem to put my finger on it or actually find a formation that I can get to suit the lads. And it's reflected on where we are in the table. And, you know, at the end of the day, the person who has to answer to this is me. And I will stand up and I will be counted. At the end of the day, I am judged upon my results. So if it came to the opportunity of continuing the job, I'd be absolutely overjoyed. But, you know, I understand that the board have expectations, the fans have expectations, and I fully take those on board as well, because we need to start delivering results. Where we are in the table is just not good enough at this moment in time. But look at Loughton playing absolutely fantastic, weaving his way in and out of our midfield, which was very, very frustrating from my point of view as a manager. You know, someone's got to put a foot in there. If it means giving away a free kick, then give away a free kick. I don't care. You've got to put a foot in. But Big AC, breaking forward there, he neglects to shoot. He makes a fantastic run, holding off the centre-back as he's getting in there. All he had to do is just swing a foot, stick it in the top corner, and we're all gravy, but he doesn't. Wyman, on the other hand, half an opportunity. Adrian comes out. I've got to give him credit. You know, he come out quite quickly, close down the angle. But, you know, that was a great finish by the young lad, to be fair. But it was just poor defending again. Poor midfield play, poor defending. And it's really frustrating. A little bit like this clip here. Absolutely fantastic play from Villa, splitting us open with triangle passes. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Simple. Adrian comes out, clatters the centre forward. And unfortunately, the referee believes that it was denying a goal-scoring opportunity and takes the opinion to give him a red card. I do feel it's a little bit harsh, to be honest. I think a yellow would have been plenty, but he gave him a red card, and I decided to take Hughes off and bring on Henderson, which was it was a hard decision. I didn't really know who to take off, but I decided to go with Hughes in the end. Will it be a good decision? Will it be a bad decision? At the end of the day, your keeper's just been sent off. It's now damage limitation. We've just got to, you know, we're a goal down. We've just got to keep it to damage limitation. Try and continue to play good football. Try and get a goal or two if possible, depending on the outcome of the penalty, which is going to be taken by Christian Benteke. Henderson in goal, and his first move is to pick up the ball out of the net, which is a great shame. 32 minutes gone on this fixture, and we are trailing 2-0 and down to 10 men, which is just not good enough. It really is not good enough. And Benteke started to come alive, playing a nice ball round the corner there. And it was just Aston Villa were playing the better football. They were just making more space. We weren't closing down the angles, and it's really frustrating. And there's not much you can do when someone strikes the ball as sweet as that. That was hit sweet as a nut into the top corner. That was an absolutely delightful shot. You know, great block there, but my God, there's nothing you can do for that. You can't calculate for that. It's just an unfortunate part of football. But I have to take my hat off and say congratulations to the lad, because that was an absolutely fantastic goal. And at half-time, it was West Ham 0, Aston Villa 3. And things were looking to get worse if we didn't man up. But Morrison down the right-hand side, in some space for once. Fantastic play by Andy Carroll to get him in. Morrison breaks in the box, tries to put it back on his left foot. Unfortunately, he doesn't see the defender coming in to blindside him. But again, look, Matty Jarvis ponking the ball right over the top into Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll breaks into the box, takes the shot, and a great save by the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Really, really disappointing. But again, you know, at least we're getting in the opportunities. You know, if Morrison was a little bit more alert, we could have had a goal. If Carroll was a little bit more alert as well, we could have had a couple of goals. So we could have been well and truly in this fixture. And as you see, Byron, right-hand side, picking the ball up. Cuts it back into Roland Rat into Big AC. AC moving forward, turns delightfully into Jarvis. Jarvis with the shot, the ball falls down. Andy Carroll picks it up, slots the ball home in the 75th minute to give us some form of hope of getting something out of this game. But it's going to take a mere miracle. Down to 10 men since the 32nd minute. And absolutely being battered 3-1 at this moment in time. But Jarvis down the left-hand side. Great ball over the top. And an overhead kick from the centre-back. I was a little bit annoyed because I don't think that centre-back could do an overhead kick. God knows why EA put overhead kicks in. But unfortunately, it didn't change anything. The final whistle went. West Ham United 1. Aston Villa 3. And we were taught a very harsh lesson. A very harsh lesson indeed. I'm not going to pin any of the blame of Adrian in goal. He had every right to come for the ball at the end of the day. But what does annoy me is the statistics. They had 6 shots, we had 5. We had 4 on target, they had 4 on target. They had 3 goals, we just had the 1, which is really, really disappointing. But my man of the match personally was Andy Carroll. Played superb. Second was Mark Noble. He's just sensational. His pass ratio is fantastic, and Jarvis was brilliant. His dribbling in the final third of the pitch was fantastic. 15 passes, 12 completed, was just an absolute joy. So we move on, and we have a tough away game. It does not come any harder than going away to Norwich when you're on a bit of a bad run, you know. Back-to-back defeats there against Chelsea in the Cup. A very hard game. We went to 120 minutes. We then had to play Aston Villa. And a few days later, we're knocking on the door of Norwich. And it's taken a lot on the players at this moment in time. They've got to do a lot more conditioning work, a lot more physical work with the lads. Get their stamina up, get their endurance up. Because it's definitely taken a toll, these games at this moment in time. I don't think Big Sam had the boys fit enough, and it's something I want to work on. I've got a lot of ideas to work on with the players. We will be bringing out some of the training sessions for you guys to have a look at what we've been working on. Obviously, a lot of people will be a bit sceptical because it does give away some of our trade secrets, but we will be bringing them out. But look at Andy Carroll. Why is he going for a shot from there? It's ridiculous. He hasn't even got past the centre-back, and he's too eager to have the shot. Get past the centre-back. Use your strengths to get past the centre-back, and then worry about taking a shot. Don't do it beforehand because that's just really, really annoying. But look how we're controlling the game. We control the tempo. We control the whole game. It's fantastic. The boys are moving. Not too much movement up front at this moment in time, but we're not too scared to always go backwards if we haven't got an outlet going forward. It's the best way. Negativity is not going backwards. You have to be positive, and that is a positive move. But the ball comes out to Will Hughes on the right-hand side, and again, he gets his feet tangled up. It's not the first time it's happened. He gets his feet tangled up, loses the control of the ball, and it's unfortunate that we concede possession, but big Kevin Owen plays a beautiful ball into Hughes. Hughes puts it back onto his left foot, hits the post with a bar, and then Matty Jarvis with the strike against the post and off the goalkeeper for a corner. But look at that beautiful shot by Hughes onto the bar. Jarvis didn't even think twice, strikes it against the post off the keeper for a corner. Would have been nice if it had gone in, but unfortunately it didn't. Jarvis with the corner, and a huge miss there, I feel, from Tompkins. It was an absolute sitter of a header, and he blazed it over the bar, which is a great shame. But at the end of the day, at least the lad was in the right position, you know. I know a lot of people in the media want me to have a dig at the players, but at the end of the day, they're getting in the right positions. They're just not taking their chances. When we do take our chances, someone is going to get absolutely battered. And I mean battered. We're going to take a team to the cleaners. We've just got to find the right formation, the right ingredients on the starting 11, and we will be fine and dandy. I have all the faith in the lads. We have the ability, the technical ability in the side. It's just a frustrating period, not only for the players, the fans, the board, but for myself. It's really frustrating as a manager to see your team play so well, dictate the pace of the game, dominate possession, play the ball round with such beauty, and never come away with anything. It really is frustrating. But we did pick up a free kick from this piece of play. Fantastic passing around the pitch. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not 100% sure it was a free kick, but at the end of the day, if the referee's going to give us a free kick, I will take it. And I will take it with open arms. So this is something we had been working on in training. We just wanted Downing just to drift the ball in, gently whip it in, and see what could happen. What could happen? Turner, you've got to feel for him, miscontrols it and just sticks it in the back of his own net. Unfortunate as that may be, I'm more than happy to take that. Route 1 football for a change. Poor control by the centre-back from Norwich, and Andy Carroll blazes it just wide yet again. Things aren't going his way. He did score a couple of goals against Stoke City, but unfortunately he hasn't netted many since then. He just needs to find a little bit more confidence. Once he hits confidence, I'm positive he will score an absolute bucket load. We are waiting to burst out of the seams. It is so frustrating, but as I've said and I'll say it again, I am positive that we will pick up the results, pick up the points we need. You know, the possession yet again, 59% possession to 41. Norwich did have 3 shots, 3 on target. We had 4 shots with 2 on target, but we got that all-important own goal. I don't care how they come, as long as they go in the back of the net and gift us 3 points. So, man of the match of this game for me was Hughesy. He played really well. Demel was fantastic. And in goal, obviously subsidising for Adrian, who was sent off, was Henderson. And he had to make some important saves. So, I hope you enjoyed that episode, guys. And I will catch you Wednesday.